Hi, I'm Chris Goodrich, the USMS Level 3 Spy Coach, and here's how to do a modern day start.
You might have grown up diving into the water off wooden starting blocks and doing a backstroke start with your feet in the gutter. That's all gone. Now blocks are made from sturdy materials, are permanently secured into pool decks, and may have wedges and grip bars for forward starts and ledges for backstroke starts. These three recent additions can make your start faster and more powerful, if you know how to use them in a way that's best for you. Master swimmers tend to have greater variations in starting techniques than age group or collegiate swimmers because of age, strength, mobility, and balance. Learning the best start for you using these new tools takes practice. As you try the wedge, the backstroke ledge, or the grab bars, evaluate whether you're getting into the water faster than before. A good measurement of this is how fast it takes you to get to the 10 or 15 meter mark. First, do several starts and time how long it takes you using your current start. After you practice and become more proficient at using a different technique, do the newer start and time it as well for comparison. It may take time and different adjustments before you find what works best for you. The wedge on a starting block is movable and you can adjust it to your stance. You place your back foot on it and push off during your forward start. Because you can push yourself forward using the wedge, you can increase your power and decrease how long you are on the blocks, getting you into the water faster. Practicing your start is important. The key is finding what makes you feel the most comfortable on the block. Before you work on your start, do the following. Make adjustments to the wedge, moving it forward or backward until you feel comfortable in your stance. When you bend down, the angle of your back leg should be 90 to 110 degrees. Your legs should be about hip width apart. If they're too wide, you'll lose power. If they're too narrow, it'll be harder for you to balance. To help you find the correct width, start with your feet together, heels touching. Turn your back foot out to a 90-degree angle and then pivot on the ball of that foot so it's facing forward. Keeping that width, place the ball of that foot on the wedge. Determine which foot to place in front and which foot to place on the wedge. Try your dominant foot at the front of the block and also on the wedge to see which one feels more comfortable and balanced. Practice with your weight distribution. Keeping your weight forward will get you into the water faster. Some swimmers prefer their weight back. This might give them more power, but can cause them to get off the block slightly slower. Practice your start. Step up onto the block and put your front foot at the front edge of the block so that your toes curl over and grip the front edge. Place the ball of your back foot on the wedge. When you get the take your marks command from the starter, bend down and grab the front of the block or the grip bars while keeping your hips high. After the start signal, extend your back leg and push against the wedge while your front leg extends and pushes against the front of your block. Your legs should come together into a streamlined position in the air, just like your arms, before you enter the water. Have a coach or teammate watch your practice starts and video them to help you perfect your start. Experiment with where you place your feet, how far back you set the wedge, how you distribute your weight, and more to find what works best for you. If you struggle with balance, a wedge may not be helpful, so do whatever start makes you comfortable. In USMS swim meets, you can also dive in from the pool deck or start from in the water. Some of the newer starting blocks have bars on either side of the blocks to grasp during your start. When used properly, these bars can provide stability and greater explosiveness to help you get into the water faster. Grab bars can be extremely helpful for swimmers with limited mobility or balance issues. Because they're higher up and easier to grasp than the front of the block, you don't need to bend down as far to hold on to them. To do a forward start with the grab bars, step up onto the blocks and put your feet into the starting position that's most comfortable for you. Bend down, keeping your hips high, and grasp the grab bar firmly, creating tension in your arms while keeping your elbows tucked and pointing backward. At the start signal, push backward with your hands on the handles as your legs extend and push your body forward into your streamlined position for entry. If the angle and height of the block cause you to have balance issues, putting both feet forward and using grab bars can provide stability. During your start, curl the toes of both of your feet over the front edge of the block, grab the bars, and get your weight balanced. At the starting signal, push backward with your hands on the handles as both toes push against the front of the block to extend your legs and get your hands into streamlined position before you enter the water. Backstroke ledges allow you to pull up more effectively and get higher out of the water on the Take Your Marks command. They also help you at the start signal. When you apply force to the wall to propel yourself up and over the water, the ledge keeps your feet from slipping down the wall. With a backstroke start, you're trying to get your body as far out of the water as possible, launching upward to help your body enter in a streamlined position. Before practicing your start, do the following. Your goal when using the ledge is to get it as high as possible so you can leverage the power in your coiled legs. If you have limited upper body strength and can't pull up and out of the water, try lowering the ledge. If you have limited mobility in your lower body, you may not be able to bend your knees or hips to get into position at the higher settings. Adjust the ledge lower and see how that feels. Your goal is a comfortable, balanced stance on the wall. Figure out where you want your hands to grip the starting bars. You might need to adjust the width of your grip and how far up or down your hands are if the bars are vertical. Pull up to the starting position and see how you feel. Your weight should be centered, not leaning forward or backward. Your head should be in line with your spine. You must have at least one toe of each foot on the wall or touch pad, and your toes may not be over the top of the gutter or touch pad on any backstroke start, whether you're using the ledge or not. Even if you can't get high enough to go up and over the water on your backstroke start, the ledge will give you additional stability to get off the wall compared to when you're not using the ledge. Place your feet on the ledge in the position you practiced. When you hear the take your marks command, pull up, keeping your head in line with your spine and hold. At the start signal, explode off the blocks by pushing hard with your legs to propel your hips up and over the water, while throwing your hands straight back and then together into a streamlined position to enter the water. Extend your legs and push all the way through your toes as you push off the wall. A great backstroke start will finish with your toes pointing up to the sky to help you enter the water cleanly and start your underwater kicks.
I hope this information has been helpful. Like this video and subscribe below for more great content. Thanks for watching.